Hello dear students, today we start one of the most important chapter of your FA, and the name of the chapter is Amalgamation of Companies, brackets में AS14. The below line I'll come in some time. Now in your SY BAF and BCom, this chapter is also common for BAF and BCom. In your SY, you all have done the chapter Amalgamation of Firms. Those who are with me in SY, I had mentioned that do this properly. A little bit of this part will be repeated in the next year TY, and this is that chapter. Of course, in SY what you all did was Amalgamation of Firms, that is partnership firm. यहाँ पे here it is Amalgamation of Companies. Now first, you all know what is amalgamation. SY में क्या था? Amalgamation of firms में two partnership firms merge together, join hands together to form a new firm. यहाँ पे the same thing will happen, but it won't happen for a partnership firm. It will happen for companies. So amalgamation में companies will join hands together and form a new company. Companies will join hands together and form a new company. The reason, growth prospect दिख रहा है. One company will say हम grow करेंगे, लेकिन वो growth का limitation आ जाता है. So let's approach another company, join hands together, and we can do business at a very large scale and make good profits and increase our goodwill and reputation in the market. So that is one of the purpose, or that is the purpose for firms and companies amalgamating. Object partnership firm का amalgamation भी same होता है and companies का भी same होता है. Now one different point between SY and TY is वहां पे there was amalgamation of firms, either two partnership firms or one sole trader and one partnership firm, or two sole traders join hands together and create a third new firm. That was amalgamation of firms. यहाँ पे there will be creation of a new company, but it is not necessary that a third new company will be formed. That is the reason I have mentioned below the heading Amalgamation of Companies. उसके नीचे amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. यहाँ पे amalgamation of companies will include amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. I'll explain you in detail what is the meaning of these three and what is the difference. And before that, यहाँ पे मैंने brackets में लिखा है AS14. AS14 means Accounting Standard 14. You all have done in other chapters also. Accounting standard is a standard prescribed by each country का highest accounting body. अपने इंडिया में it is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and their AS14, Accounting Standard number 14, gives a standard on how to do the accounting when amalgamation of companies takes place. Very important for objective, amalgamation of companies, which AS 14. MCQ, fill in the blanks, true or false, anything can come. So keep this standard in mind. AS 14 is the standard which lays the standard for accounting treatment to be given when amalgamation of companies takes place. Okay, chalo. Now coming to this amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. Guys, in this session what I'm doing, I'm just giving you all the brief of the chapter, concept of amalgamation, and then sums जो मैं करूँगा towards the end of the session. I'll tell you how will I take sums for the next class. This is an open video and I'll keep 2 more videos open. So total at least 3 videos I'll keep it open on YouTube. Okay, chalo. First, let's see one by one. As I told you, amalgamation of companies includes amalgamation, absorption, external reconstruction. Concept क्या है? Companies joining hands together for growth prospects and expansion. Let's take one by one. First, amalgamation. Remember, तीनों में difference है. What is amalgamation? There is one company A Limited. There is another company B Limited. There is a company A Limited and there is a company B Limited. Both of them decide to amalgamate. Both of them decide to amalgamate or join hands together by closing down A, closing down B, and open a third new company, that is C Limited. A band, B band, both join hands together and a new company is formed, that is C Limited. This is amalgamation. Again I am repeating. Amalgamation, absorption, external reconstruction. तीनों की मीनिंग में फर्क है. Accounting treatment same है. So you have to understand the meaning. Very frequently asked in theory questions also. What do you mean by amalgamation, absorption, external reconstruction, or even distinction can come. Distinction का chances कम है, but short note आ सकता है. And even if they tell you short note on amalgamation of companies, you have to write all these 3 and focus on the examples. अपने आप you will be able to write. Got it? So guys, amalgamation includes closing down of 2 existing companies and opening a third one. The example what I gave you. Now let's take the second example. Absorption. I'm taking the same 2 companies का name. Again, A Limited, B Limited. Okay? A Limited, B Limited. Amalgamation में क्या था? A बन, B बन, third new company C. Absorption में, understand the difference now. Absorption में one company will be absorbed by another. Absorption में one company will be taken over or absorbed by another. इसमें तीसरा नया कंपनी फॉर्म नहीं होगा. इसमें तीसरा नया कंपनी फॉर्म नहीं होगा. I'll repeat. Amalgamation में 2 existing companies merge together to open a third one. यहां पे one company takes over another company. तो क्या होगा? Either A will take over B, so B A में merge हो जाएगा. So in that case, B will shut down and merge in A. So now A will include A itself as well as B. लेकिन नाम A का होगा. और other way around. A अगर B में merge हो गया तो A will be out and I'll give this. Okay. A will be out. It will be in B. So A and B है. दो में से एक बंद होगा. Any one of the 2 will shut down. Either B will merge in A or A will merge in B. That is absorption. देखो मैं वापस रिपीट कर रहा हूं. Understand this meaning. Amalgamation में 2 कंपनी बन, third new one is formed. Amalgamation में 2 कंपनी बन, third new one is formed. Absorption में 2 companies में से one shuts down and it merges in the other company. So A and B hai, either A will go in B, A is out, or B will come in A, B is out. This is absorption. 95 to 98% sums are based on amalgamation and absorption. And now, third one, external reconstruction. Now, you all have done correct internal reconstruction. This is external. Internal reconstruction में क्या होता था? What happened in internal reconstruction? Changes took place within the company. Internal reconstruction में changes took place within the company. Internal, within the company. Company के अंदर. This is external. External means outside. External means outside. So यहाँ पे external reconstruction means making changes, but it is more outside the company. You can say there is a company A Limited. उसको expand करना है. Internal reconstruction में logic क्या होता था? The company का financial position is bad. Internal reconstruction में क्या होता था? Company का financial position is bad. It wants to recover itself from its financial position. यहाँ पे फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन बैड है वैसा नहीं होता, हो भी सकता है बट दैट इज वेरी वेरी रेयर, दैट इज इन इंटरनल ओनली. तो यहाँ पे द कंपनी wants to do some changes and wants a new identity for future growth prospects. So they make changes, and the changes are made in such a way that a new company is formed, which is a revised version of your existing company only. यहाँ पे दो अलग अलग कंपनीज थे, यहाँ पे सेम कंपनी अपना वर्जन को रिवाइज करता है. सो से फॉर एग्जांपल ए लिमिटेड है, नाम चेंज होगा ए लिमिटेड एंड से दे गिव अ न्यू नेम दैट इज ए बी लिमिटेड. कोई सेपरेट बी लिमिटेड नहीं है. ए ने रिवाइज किया अपना पूरा स्ट्रक्चर and gave itself a new identity in the market with a new name, that is external reconstruction. External reconstruction तुम्हारे syllabus में खाली hardly 2 sums are there or max to max 3. But as I told you in the starting, whether it is amalgamation, whether it is absorption, whether it is external reconstruction, तीनों के meaning में difference है. Important from objectives and theory point of view, but when it comes to solving of sums, the procedure of recording accounting transactions and accounting entries here, let it be amalgamation, let it be absorption, let it be external reconstruction, it is the same. Got it? So this was the concept of amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. Amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. So first part ये था. Okay, so just rub this. I'll come to the next part now. Now बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को कंफ्यूजन होता है कि अकाउंटिंग एंट्रीज करना है वो किसके बुक्स में करना है. ओके, नाउ फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग. A Limited and B Limited, two are there. One company takes over another. A Limited, B Limited, two are there. One company takes over another. Let's say B Limited B Limited merges in A Limited. That means what happened? A Limited takes over B Limited. A Limited takes over B Limited. That means B Band merges in A. B Band merges in A. So now listen very carefully. This is very basic, but I don't know why students unnecessarily get confused. तो यहां पे क्या हुआ? A Limited ने B को लिया. So A Limited will be called as buying company, or you can say it is purchasing company. Okay, buying company, or you can say purchasing company, or you can call it as new company. Okay, so in this case, a company becomes buying company, or you call it as new company, or you call it as purchasing company. Whatever name you use, it is fine. Got it? Sometimes they ask you in the question, pass necessary, record necessary transaction in the books of selling company. वो नाम पे आ रहा हूं मैं. So don't get confused by the name. Sometimes they tell you purchasing company. So you should see कौन किसको purchase कर रहा है and according to do the accounting transactions. Now accounting transactions क्या है? I am coming to that in some time. Okay? So A हो गया new company, buying company, purchasing company. Same way ये. This is B will be selling company, or we also call it as vendor company. Selling company, vendor company, ये न्यू है तो ये हो जाएगा ओल्ड. गेटिंग इट? सो बी अपना बिजनेस बंद करके ए में मर्ज हो रहा है. सो बी विल बी कॉल्ड एज ओल्ड कंपनी और वेंडर कंपनी. वेंडर मतलब जो अपना बिजनेस बेच रहा है, और सेलिंग कंपनी. एंड ए is buying B, so A will be the buying company or the purchasing company or the new company. Got it? Now why I explained you? You may get accounting entries for B Limited. You may get accounting entries for A Limited, that is old company का और new company का, or old and new both. They can ask you either only in the books of vendor company, only in the books of buying company, or दोनों का. Depends upon the question. Now, if they ask you, I'm coming here first. If they ask you accounting in the books of old company, then they can ask you in the form of ledger, few sums based on journal. Okay, ledger and journal. In the case of purchasing company, one good thing is परचेसिंग कंपनी में कभी भी लेजर नहीं आएगा. परचेसिंग कंपनी में कभी भी लेजर नहीं आएगा. सो यहां पे दे विल बी ईदर ओनली जर्नल एंड और बैलेंस शीट. ईदर ओनली जर्नल एंड और बैलेंस शीट. सो आई रिपीट, in the books of old company, ledger accounts और विद जर्नल. अगर जर्नल भी पूछा तो रफ में लेजर बनाना ही है. न्यू में ईदर ओनली जर्नल और जर्नल विद बैलेंस शीट. फॉर द नेक्स्ट 15 days, maybe 20 days, we will cover all the possible varieties. Got it? So I'll repeat, वेंडर कंपनी के बुक्स में ओनली लेजर अकाउंट्स और जर्नल. एंड इफ दे आस्क यू जर्नल, देन जर्नल के लिए हमें लेजर रफ में बनाना पड़ेगा. एंड हियर इन द बुक्स ऑफ बाइंग, परचेसिंग और न्यू कंपनी, इट विल बी जर्नल एंड और बैलेंस शीट. क्लियर? So this was the second. Now coming to the main point. Whether you are doing accounting in the books of old company, whether you are doing accounting in the books of new company. I'll repeat. Whether you are doing accounting in the books of old company, whether you are doing accounting in the books of new company, whether you are doing ledger, whether you are doing journal, whether you are making balance sheet, किसी के भी बुक्स में करो, ओल्ड न्यू कुछ भी करो, जर्नल लेजर या बैलेंस शीट, there is one common thing which applies to both the companies, that is the buying company and the selling company. There is one thing common which applies to both the companies, buying and selling. You all know that word. You all have done it in TYBAF and TYBCOM. That is purchase consideration. Purchase consideration, which we call it as PC. Purchase consideration PC. Purchase consideration होता क्या है? Purchase consideration means the value which has been derived to acquire that company. Now suppose यही example लो, A Limited B Limited को ले रहा है. A Limited is taking over B Limited. So A Limited, because it is taking over B, उसे B को कुछ पैसा देना पड़ेगा, some value देना पड़ेगा. Say for example 50 लाख 1 करोड़. So वो value कैसे calculate किया? वो value, the value at which one company takes over another company, that is called as purchase consideration. So in every sum, again I repeat, whether you're doing accounting in the books of old company, new company, journal, ledger, balance sheet, कुछ भी बनाओ, purchase consideration का एक statement बनेगा to find out the value at which the business is taken over. And purchase consideration, TYBAF and TYBCOM में there was only one, net assets, यहाँ पे there will be 3. And guys, now जो मैं तुमको ये next 10-15 मिनट में समझा रहा हूँ, that is very very important. थियरी भी मैंने दिया हुआ है. Very commonly asked question, types of purchase consideration, types of PC in amalgamation, बहुत बार एग्जाम में आ चुका है. टाइप्स ऑफ परचेज कंसिडरेशन और टाइप्स ऑफ पीसी बहुत बार अमालगमेशन में आ चुका है. ओके, चलो नाउ लेट्स सी व्हिच आर द टाइप्स. परचेज कंसिडरेशन, as I told you brackets में PC. Purchase consideration, as I told you brackets में PC. Now see, PC will be divided in 3 parts. PC will be divided in 3 parts. Just let me check the angle of the camera. Yeah. PC divided in 3 parts. सबसे पहला, same what you all did in TYBAF and TYBCOM. Same what you all did in TYBAF and TYBCOM. That is net asset method. That is net asset method. Now net asset method में क्या होता है? In detail, of course I am trying to explain you as much I can at this stage. पूरा नहीं समझाऊंगा because bouncer जाएगा. That we will see in the next class where I'll be taking a basic sum on amalgamation with net asset. Net asset method में क्या होता है? You take over so and so assets. Suppose you are taking over all assets. Take the value of all assets. From that, deduct the value of external liabilities. I'll repeat. Take the value of assets. From that, deduct the value of external liabilities. I am coming to that external क्या होता है. Now, when I take assets, you may take all assets or you may take all assets excluding few. So, जो assets नई company, the new company which takes over the assets, only those will be a part of PC. If a particular asset is not taken over, then that will not be a part of PC. Because PC is a common thing between old and the new company. So जो old company के assets है जो new company लेके जा रही है, only those will be considered. Only those will be considered. So you will take over the assets, and those assets which are taken over, that will be a part of PC. Now, in case they give you the revised value, you will take the revised value, and in case they give you the book value, matlab revised value is not given, then you take the book value. Book value means the value which appears in the books of accounts, that is your balance sheet. Book value means the value which appears in the books of accounts, that is your balance sheet ka value. So I'll repeat, take the assets which are taken over by the new company. Wherever revised value is given, you take the revised value, and where revised value is not given, you will take the book value. Where revised value is given, take the revised value, and where revised value is not given, take the book value. From the value of assets, whatever you get, how to do we will see in the next class. Deduct the external liabilities. Now when I say external liabilities, external liabilities means those liabilities which are payable to the outsiders, external. And in the case of companies, keep this in mind, external liabilities will not include share capital and reserves. External liabilities will not include share capital and reserve. It will include only outside, that is current liabilities and long-term borrowings or long-term liabilities other than share capital and reserve. Because share capital, owners, shareholders का पैसा है, reserves belongs to the owner, so it is their own, or you can say simple words में insider liability or internal liabilities. So external means that which is payable to the outsiders, and it will not include share capital and reserves. It will not include share capital and reserves. So from the value of assets, deduct the value of external liabilities. Now again the same thing. अगर external liability का revised value दिया है, you will take the revised value, and अगर revised value नहीं दिया है, then you will take the book value. Revised value दिया है, take the revised value, and if revised value is not given, then you take the book value. So the total of value of all assets minus the value of external liabilities will give you the PC as per net asset. Getting it? Now see, just let's take a hypothetical example. Assets का value है 5 करोड़, liability का value है 1 करोड़, taken over. So 5 minus 1, your PC is 4 करोड़. So पहले एक statement बनेगा where we will show how you got that 4 crores. Now listen, 4 crore is the value decided of PC. So if A Limited is taking over B Limited, A Limited को B Limited को 4 करोड़ देना है. A Limited is taking over B Limited, A Limited को B Limited को 4 करोड़ देना है. Now the question is B को 4 करोड़ कैसे दोगे? It can be fully in the form of equity shares. It can be partly equity, partly cash. It can be partly equity, partly preference, or it can be partly equity, partly preference, partly cash. Any combination is possible. So how you give that 4 crores to the old company, उसके लिए there will be a small statement which we call it as statement of discharge of PC. I'll repeat, we will make a small statement called as statement of discharge of PC, where we will show how that 4 crore is to be discharged. Where we will show how that 4 crore is to be discharged. That is statement of purchase consideration ka discharge. So it will be in two parts. First, get the statement of PC, get the value of PC, and then how you are going to give that value, whether fully equity, part preference, part equity, part cash, or part equity, part preference, part cash, you have to show it. Okay, remember, equity will always be there. You cannot form a company without issuing equity shares. And one thing remember, after AS 14 coming into picture, debentures, long-term borrowings, that is debentures or bank loan or anything, PC may borrowings will never come. So in case there are debentures or loan, that will never be a part of your PC. मतलब discharge. Discharge में there are only two people who will get something as a part of PC. One is equity shareholders and the other is preference shareholders. If preference shareholders are not there, entire 4 crore will be given to the equity shareholders, maybe in the form of equity shares or cash, or as I told you, part equity, part cash, part preference shares. याद रखना जो मैं बोल रहा हूं, पुराने इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को नई कंपनी के इक्विटी शेयर्स या नई कंपनी के प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स या नई कंपनी के कैश मिलेंगे. कैसे करने का, दैट वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. मैं ज्यादा डिटेल में आज नहीं जा रहा हूं. सो दिस वाज द बेस ऑफ नेट एसेट. वंस यू कम टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द चैप्टर, पूरा तुमको डिटेल में समझ में आ जाएगा. सो द फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ पीसी वाज नेट एसेट. नाउ we come to the second type, that is net payment method. That is net payment method. Now net payment में क्या होता है? Now understand. यहाँ पे मैंने क्या बोला? Why explaining? I make two things. First is I find out the value of PC by making a statement. First, I find out the value of PC by making a statement where I take all the assets at the desired value, either market value or revised value or book value, deduct the liability, I get the PC. Then the second statement what I make is discharge. तो यहाँ पे क्या था? दो statement, एक showing the value of PC and the second one showing the statement of discharge. Now यहाँ पे ये जो है दो, इसका 2 in 1 यहां पे होगा. दैट मीन्स हियर देयर विल बी अ कंबाइंड स्टेटमेंट विच विल बी शोइंग यू नॉट ओनली द वैल्यू ऑफ पीसी बट हाउ इट इज डिस्चार्ज. यहां पे दो बनेगा, यहां पे सिर्फ एक बनेगा. उसका रीजन इज दे विल गिव यू हियर स्ट्रेट अवे डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ पीसी. दैट मीन दे विल टेल यू A लिमिटेड इज टेकिंग ओवर बी लिमिटेड. बी लिमिटेड के हर एक इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर को 2 शेयर मिलेगा अगेंस्ट 5, एक शेयर मिलेगा अगेंस्ट 2, एक शेयर मिलेगा अगेंस्ट 3, पर शेयर मिलेगा 2 रुपीज कैश, पर शेयर मिलेगा 10 रुपीज कैश, पर शेयर मिलेगा 100 रुपीज कैश. Every preference shareholder will get 3 shares against 5 shares. Every preference shareholder will get 2 shares against 8 shares. Every equity shareholder will get 8 shares against 15 equity shares. information will be given in the form of discharge in the question. So we don't have to make a statement of PC where we show assets minus liability. वो सिर्फ net assets में ही आएगा. So net payment में you have to make a statement which will be exactly similar to the discharge here. वो कैसे करने का? Don't get into that. That we will see in the next class. Got it? So net payment में 2-in-1 statement of net asset where the PC as well as the discharge, both of them are shown in one statement. Got it? कैसे करने का? डोंट वरी, बिकॉज जो मेरे YouTube पे ओपन वीडियोस हो गए, नेक्स्ट ओपन वीडियो होगा वन सम ऑन नेट एसेट, उसके बाद वाला ओपन वीडियो होगा नेट पेमेंट. सो तुम्हारा कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा. वो सम जब भी मैं अपलोड करूंगा और ऑलरेडी है देख लेना, व्हेन आई अपलोड दैट टाइम यू सी, एंड आई थिंक बाय द टाइम यू आर वाचिंग दिस वो ऑलरेडी अपलोड हो चुका रहेगा. व्हाट इट? सो डोंट वरी, आज सिर्फ बेसिक समझो जो मैं समझा रहा हूं. डिटेल सॉल्विंग ऑफ सम वी विल सी इन द फ्यूचर क्लासेस. सो 3 मेथड्स. पहला नेट एसेट, सेकंड नेट पेमेंट, तीसरा सबसे टफ, दैट इज lump sum method. Now when I say सबसे टफ, those students who are studying with me उनको पता है आशीष सर की डिक्शनरी में कभी टफ वर्ड है ही नहीं. सो उन्होंने टफ बोला मतलब कुछ इजी है. Yes guys, I was just kidding. Out of the 3 methods, this is the most easiest method. अगर तुमको सम पूछा लमसम में, your job gets cut down drastically. लमसम होता क्या? लमसम में तुम्हें पीसी की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. पीसी की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. दे विल स्ट्रेट अवे गिव यू द अमाउंट. A limited takes over B limited for 5 crores. A limited takes over B limited for 3 crore. X limited takes over Y limited for 50 lakhs. स्ट्रेट अवे वैल्यू दिया है तो पीसी की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. दे स्ट्रेट अवे गिव यू द वैल्यू इन द क्वेश्चन, दैट इज लंप सम. बट यहां पे इवन दो यू गेट वैल्यू, वो वैल्यू हम कैसे देंगे उसके लिए देयर विल बी अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ डिस्चार्ज. वो वैल्यू हम कैसे देंगे उसके लिए देयर विल बी अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ डिस्चार्ज. गॉट इट? सो आई रिपीट. और इसका सम मैं YouTube पे शायद नहीं डालूंगा बिकॉज ये तो आ गया तो इसका 95% हो गया. 5% खाली जो कॉमन है वही काम है. सो इन शॉर्ट 3 methods of PC. Net asset, where you will first make a statement showing the value of PC, total value of assets taken over minus the external liabilities, that will give you the value of PC. Then you will make a second statement showing statement of discharge, how that PC is distributed. Second, net payment, where discharge and calculation of PC is made in one statement only. वो कैसे बनाने का, that we will see when we come to the sum. And the third, lump sum, where you don't have to calculate the PC का amount question में दिया रहेगा, but how you are going to distribute or how you are going to discharge the PC, उसके लिए एक statement बनेगा, that is lump sum. And guys, this is very important part, not only from sums point of view, but also from theory. Multiple times, repeatedly, BAF and BCom में, amalgamation में, a theory question has been asked, types of purchase consideration. जो मैंने explain किया याद रखो, और अपने notes में भी I have given that. And once you know this, after I finish the chapter ना, तुमको वो पढ़ने का भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा, या तो एक बार खाली glance कर देना, you can write it in your own words. Got it guys? So this was the basic understanding of the concept of amalgamation. I'll just brush up everything. Amalgamation of companies means one company merging with another company, joining hands with another company for better growth prospects or any reason. Governed by provisions of AS 14 accounting standard 1414. Then you have to know the meaning of amalgamation, absorption, external reconstruction जो मैंने तुमको बताया. Then you should know which is the old company or the vendor company or the selling company and which is the buying company, new company or purchasing company. किसी as I told you, old company में ledger और journal, new में journal and or balance sheet. And whether you are doing accounting in the books of old or new or दोनों का, one common thing is PC. This is a common thing for old company as well as new. So it's very basic ना. Today if I go to buy something, जो मैं वैल्यू पे करूंगा परचेस के लिए, सामने वाले के लिए वो सेल वैल्यू है. So if A Limited is buying B Limited, the price which A Limited will pay to B will receive from A. So the value of PC has to be common. Got it guys? Now if I take the sum ना, वीडियो बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. So what I'm doing is I'm winding up the session here. In the next session, I have made a sum. We will take a basic sum where we will solve as per net asset method. उसके बाद I will take a basic sum on net payment. Those who are studying with me in the regular chapter, in the regular course, we will take few sums on net assets and then we will go to net payment. As far as YouTube videos open are concerned, open videos on YouTube on amalgamation, this video is open. इसका first sum का video I'll keep it open. इसका first sum का video I'll keep it open. उसके बाद मुझे लगेगा तो I will keep one or two more open videos. Got it guys? But ध्यान रखना before we go to the next class, please understand the basic concept. इसमें ज़्यादा डीप में नहीं जाओगे चलेगा, बिकॉज जब भी मैं सॉल्व करूंगा automatically you will be able to understand in a much better way. But just try to listen the basics what I have told you. It will be handy for writing the theory also. So that's it guys. I wind up here. We understood in this session the concept of amalgamation of companies. See you all in the next class where we will solve a sum as I mentioned on net asset method. Till then, take care guys. Have a nice day.